So, Sledgehammer, okay, that sounded weird. So, the Sledgehammer, like not the company, but the actual Sledgehammer literally just came out 2 hours ago. And when I found out, literally on the dot, I found out that there was a challenge to get 15 basically double kills with the knife in multiplayer in Cold War specifically. And I was super happy because I didn't get this challenge done when there was like that glitch where you could have done it in Warzone. And from then, after a while, people got that locked because that wasn't supposed to be out, and I just never bothered to go for it because it felt ridiculously difficult to do it in Warzone. And when I found out that it's finally out in Cold War, I was super happy. I started grinding for it, and I was going through, like, I was doing it, and I learned a lot from basically attempting this. And unfortunately, for some odd freaking reason, I don't have it. I got 15 out of 15, got the message popping up saying you unlocked it, and then I back out because I was super happy, and it says that I don't have it unlocked, and I was really weirded out by this. So I was like, oh, maybe if I close my application, load it back up, and then it says I'm on 5 out of 15, which I must add, because what I was doing was I played like first 3 games fully, and it just felt really long. So what I started to do when I got that in one game, remember, you have to get only 2 per game, so it's 15 games that you basically have to get this in, and I started backing out, which started counting. So I got 4, 5, 6, essentially most of them. Some of the games I stuck through fully, so I basically kept backing out in every single game. And it's weird because it counted 2 only, and I guess that's my mistake. So if you want my first helpful tip, is don't back out of your games. And I know it's bad for me to do this without any gameplay of the melee weapon, but I did it. I did everything. But I have a setup that I used. It might not be the best thing ever. I'll just give you my class. Honestly, I'll tell you some helpful things that I found out from my experience of using this melee weapon, or just the knife in multiplayer and trying to get double kills. I need to specify, do not back out of games. Stay in fully. It will take you very long. It'll take you a ridiculous amount of hours. But unfortunately, you just have to stick through them, and I'll have to do that later. Maybe even tomorrow, since it's basically New Year's soon. So happy New Year. Should have added that. Essentially, the class doesn't matter what your primary is. You can go wild. I have like an AK-74U, and obviously secondary is the knife. But what I have is also a wild card called Danger Close, which basically enables me to have 2 tacticals in both of the sections. So I have 2 smoke grenades and 2 tomahawks. The tomahawks isn't anything, special. I don't recommend using them because I'll basically be taking your kills. But if you see an enemy far away, tomahawks are pretty fun to use when you're using the knife. And smoke grenades are literally amazing to use for this challenge. It was really fun, just continuously throwing smokes and trying to melee people, so I really recommend smokes. I used like flashbangs for a while, but that was really just not a good idea. Smokes are the way to go. For my perks, for the first one, I have forward intel for my perk 1, which basically is see indicators for enemy reinforcements on your minimap. Minimap shows a larger area. So basically it says it in, you have a much larger minimap. So let's say somebody gets I don't know, UAV or something, you can see enemies easier around the area. For my second perk, I have tracker, which basically shows footsteps off of enemies and you can follow them around. Now I have to say they're not as good as they were in previous Call of Duties, where you could really see the footsteps. They kind of blend in, so you could swap the tracker off for something else of your preference, but I use tracker. It kind of helped out sometimes. And for perk 3, I have ninja, which really makes you super quiet, and this is essential. You do not want your enemies to know that you're basically following them as you're trying to kill them. And speaking of following enemies and killing them from behind, your worst enemy in this will be finishers. Finishers are horrible. Try to stay away from running behind an enemy and killing him in the back. I have made this mistake so many times. I can't even emphasize on how many times I sacrificed a double kill because for some odd reason finishers do not count as of now. I feel like they'll change that because this is ridiculous. I got a kill and then straight after that I got a basically finisher animation. It said double kill. I checked it in game, which you can do, just so you know. You can press start on anything and go to edit class, go into your melees, and you can check how far you are in progressing with this challenge. And it never counted. It was so weird. I don't understand it. It was still a kill, but I guess finishers are a totally different thing, which is so stupid and just annoying. Obviously, there are some finishers where you use pistols and stuff, but still, it was very annoying. And another thing that I can recommend is, again, smokes. Just throw a bunch of smokes. Another thing for your class, have the field mic, which basically reveals the area around. Do not play hardcore. The playlist that I recommend playing is Nuketown. It's really good. It's a small map. You can get things done really fast in there. Hardcore is just not a good choice to use. And that's it. That's literally all I have to tell you. I don't know if I'm gonna probably continue doing this or just go on to zombies or just hang out with the family until New Year's coming around. But yeah, I'm really confused and just upset that I didn't unlock it, because I was really excited. I was really excited to go into zombies and start getting the dark ether on it and making a video, a guide on it, because I love melee weapons, especially in zombies, and that just looks like a really fun melee weapon. I could spend $20 on it, but I kind of don't want to spend more money on this game for a while. But yeah, hope I helped you out. Fingers crossed, and good luck. Do not back out of your games. Have the same setup class. It's pretty good. You know, you could customize it yourself. And yeah, hardcore is not a good game mode to use, and do not back out of your games, kids. Peace out.